Hello and welcome back everyone to the Gothic 3 walkthrough. This is episode 47, the city of Ishtar. This is the final city we need to complete before we can finally move on to Nordmar, the Great North. Let's get started. We concluded off here in the ruins. Last time I really couldn't find all of the ancient relics, which was a little bit of a disappointment to me. But the good news is we now are, I was able to find them after a little while of searching. Now, one quick thing I just want to correct from last video is that I said that there were no relics hidden within this area. If we just look at the map of the ruins, the ancient library, there are 3 relics that are hidden here. I made a mistake because I accidentally picked them up while I was searching them for enemies back off screen. However, there is one left. It is this one right here. They are called the Scroll of the Scholars. The good news is that they are all hidden within this little area here of the ruins, so you'll be able to pick them up hopefully with not too much of an issue. But this is the last one. Let's pick that up. We found the 3 scrolls. Now, from last video, I was not able to find 2 of the tankards of healing, and I was not able to find the last figurine. So, in order to find them, the easiest way is to go back to the orc camp that we liberated in the last video. Right over here. And we want to head towards the temple. Now, from here, we should be able to see that there's that staircase that led up to, obviously, this building used to be more complete and had probably an upper floor. But from here, from these stairs, we can see that the one that we missed is right there. And I'm actually very surprised I missed it. But this is one of the ones that we missed. Now, the second one, if we head back up to this platform, is on the other side of those rooms. So if you look at those... So if you look at this tower over here, it's actually exactly in that direction. So let's go this way. And finally, here it is. So that is all the tankards of healing that we need to find. And finally, we have the last figurine. Now this one, the easiest way that I can show you guys how to find it is to start at this walkway right here, and we just keep heading down until eventually we look to our left and we see the remnants of a broken building, like a broken second floor. Let's hop over this, walk through this opening, and then we take our right and then left right away. Here is the last figurine. And with that, we've completed the 2 remaining quests. We found the 7 figurines, and we actually found all of the relics within Al Shadim, which is a quest in itself. So we got some bonuses there. Now, with that all completed, there's another thing that we need to do before we can make our way to Ishtar. Our reputation is not sufficient enough in order to get in. We only have 69. We need 75. The easiest way to do that is the water mages. Now, the water mages... if you remember from Gonzalez wants you to kill all of them. Each one of them rewards reputation with the Hashishin. So, pretty much you need to choose which 2, or in this situation, yeah, I need to kill 2 of them, because I think each one is worth 3 experience. Yeah, I think each one of them is worth 3 reputation. So we're going to need to kill 2 of them, unfortunately. I usually don't like killing the water mages. Usually I do play the Path of Adnos, so they're very important. But I'm playing a little bit of a different unorthodox walkthrough. I'm actually going to complete the Enos playthrough while at the same time helping the Hashishin, which is something I usually don't do. So let's get this done. The easiest way that I like to do this is to go and kill Satyrus and Mixer, just because they're really close to each other. Now, when obviously killing these 2 characters, they are very important for the Adanos playthrough. So if you do want to complete the Way of Adanos, you will need to make sure you keep them alive. So just, you know, keeping that into mind. And these characters being water mages, they also teach some important abilities. So I'm just going over to Satyrus real quick. You can look, see, he will teach you ancient magic, you know, path of knowledge, path of nature. He can teach you the water mage's skill. Let's see. He can also teach you, he can teach you all these skills. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, he can also teach you, this is a very powerful skill. This is how you regenerate mana. So if you are a mage and you want the regenerate mana skill, He can teach it to you. He is not the only one who can do so, so it's no problem if you kill him and then you think it's too late. No, there are other people who teach this skill, but just keep this in mind whenever you kill an NPC, is that they might... Some people are the only teachers of a certain high-level skill, so just be careful who you kill, because there's no really way to bring them back without, you know, reloading a previous save. So this is the first guy we're going to kill.
Oh! You! Oh! 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 Oh!
Alright. Sorry, buddy. Now let's move on. Mixer's just up here.
Put down your weapon. You.
Alright, both of them. Now we have 75 reputation, the perfect amount that we need. Let's actually go over here. Let's see how many... Ooh, 81 healing potions. That's a lot of healing potions. Perfect, we're gonna need them. So now, actually, I think Satras was reading that stone. I don't think we read it yet. I wonder if it has any knowledge in it. Let's see.
I already know that.
Well, that sucks. Alright, let's go to Gonzalez now. So let's take the Morasul teleporter stone. Perfect. Alright, so let's head back to Gonzalez. Now, because we liberated the orc camp, he might give us a warning. I'm not 100% sure.
Bad news. More and more of our cities are being raided. If this doesn't stop, we'll have to kill everyone we don't trust completely.
What are you trying to say?
You can answer that question yourself.
Alright, so there we go. That was the warning. I'm pretty sure once you get that warning, if you were to liberate one more city, they'll just kill you on sight if you talk to a leader.
About the water mages.
Speak up, quick. What do you have to report?
Satras is dead.
That's the best news I have ever heard. Satras was the head of the water mages, as far as I know. Great performance. Here is your reward.
Mixer is done in.
Excellent. One false prophet less. Good man. Here's your pay.
Alright, so there we go. And we got a nice level up. So now we actually have 155 learning points. Perfect. So, with that out of the way, now let's head back to Braga. One of the easiest ways is just to go to your quest log, double click the city, and if you have the teleporter stone, it will already take it out. You can teleport. Okay, so here we are back in Braga. Now let's just head this way. Now, this is the long path, because Ishtar is kind of at the very bottom corner of the world. There's a very long path we need to take, so I'm probably going to speed this area, or at least this walk up, just because this would be a big waste of time for the video. So I'll speed it up, and if I do anything super important, then I'll make sure to stop it. Let's go.
I'll tear it off. I'll tear you apart. Now it's your turn. I'll tear you apart.
All right, everyone, here we are. We are at the gates of Ishtar, the capital of the desert and the headquarters of Zuben, the ruler of the desert. So let's actually go right up here. This city is definitely different than most, and I'll show you why in a second.
Stop. No entering the city unless you're a friend.
So what do you say? May I enter?
You have the right to enter the city of Ishtar. But first, let me explain the city rules to you.
Let me guess. No trouble, or I might run into a fist.
All right. Looks like you know the city rules.
Alright, so here we are. We have access to Ishtar now. Take a left on the table. Here's a teleporter stone to the city. Nice and easy. Now, mostly when you enter a city, you want to talk to all named NPCs, get all quests possible. The trick with this city is that you actually don't want to do that. You want to go straight to Zuben, just because every named NPC won't really have anything for you to do until you talk to Zuben. And you'll see why in a minute.
Halt! What do you want?
Well, I want to enter the palace.
If you cause any trouble, I will break every single one of your bones.
Here he is, Zuben.
It is said that a warrior has come. A warrior from the north. You have come late. The test has already begun.
What sort of test?
I am searching for a warrior, a fighter, who is ready to take on an important mission.
The chieftains of the orcs are dead.
Ha! Zardas has made a fool of them. They were so close to gaining everything, and yet they have lost it all.
You can stop looking. I will accept your mission.
Yes, I believe you will. But, as I already said, the test has begun. Therefore, you must take part in it. Speak to Ugrasal. He is taking care of the details.
Alright, so this is what it's all about. In Ishtar, you pretty much have to become Zuben's warrior. And that's where all the tests are going to come in, because people are going to want to test you, and Ugrasal has his own missions for you. And pretty much becoming or winning this contest is your reputation in Ishtar. Let's just go a little bit back here, because there's something else that I want to grab. So if we go over here,
What is it?
and we go back to, so these are obviously all the concubines of Zuben. Now we have to go all the way back to his bed chambers. There's also an impossible large chest over here. And right beside his bed on this pillow is a second teleporter stone. Now, if we go and we look in, this is not a teleporter stone for the city. This is actually a teleporter stone for Zuben's palace itself. So taking this teleporter stone will actually bring you right into the palace, which is nice because, you know, I guess if you're lazy, you don't have to walk those extra couple steps. Coming in here is a treasure room. Now, right away, there are 3 chests, each one of each type. So we have large, heavy, and old. We're going to be looting this later on. Right now, it might be a little risky because of that guard over there, but we will come back for this. There's also a silent death bow over here, which is a pretty good bow. So you can also take that, and there's a bunch of treasure on the ground. So this is something we definitely will come back to a little bit later on. So, moving forward, let's actually go and speak to Ugrasal.
What is it?
Here he is right here.
I am Ugrasal, warrior for Zuben and trainer. What brings you to Ishtar?
I've come about the test.
Really? It has already started. But if Zuben sent you, you can try your luck.
What do I have to do?
It's quite simple. Everyone in the city has the right to put you to the test. And believe me, most of them will be thrilled. I will observe you. We'll see how well you do.
You test me.
If you want to master Zuben's special mission, you must first master fighting with 2 weapons. I will instruct you.
Okay, so this is one of the reasons why we tried to come to Ishtar. In this playthrough, I wanted to become a master of two-handed fighting. Ugrasal is the only character in the game that can teach you that. The only other way to get it is with the Master Sword, which is an item we will be getting a little bit later when we open a couple more heavy chests.
Would you teach me how to fight?
Ugrasal is also, I believe, the only one who also teaches you the murder skill too. So this is the Master of Two-Handed Battle.
You are not ready for that.
We're gonna need a little more hunting, and if you go to the Thievery,
Teach me something about thievery.
he also teaches you the murder blow. So with this one, you can, if you sneak behind somebody and deliver a stab, it will actually kill them instantly. I don't really care much for that because usually I don't find myself in situations where that would be helpful, but if that's your style, go on ahead. So if you actually ask him your progress,
Come back when you have done more.
see, that's the point. Your reputation is the challenge in Ishtar. All right.
Who are my competitors?
Zarkos. He is a good fighter. He has assembled his own troop and is hunting lions. And Suros the Mage is also participating in the test. I believe he's also still in the city brewing potions.
All right. So now with that out of the way, we can go and talk to all named NPCs. One of the things I always love doing every time we go into a city is arena fighting. So we can talk to this guy, Kasim.
Give me an opponent.
Let Musan fight. He'll show you who's boss.
Show me what you can do.
There's going to be a fight, men.
There we go.
Nothing more to be had there.
One down.
All right, so you defeated Musan. The next fight won't be that easy.
Bring me the next opponent.
You will go up against Emmett. He has been preparing for weeks. You don't stand a chance.
Next time, I'll make you eat dirt.
You're as good. There's going to be a fight, men. It can't be.
My sword was just a little bit longer.
Nothing to be had.
You just knocked 3 awfully good fighters to the ground. I'll tell you something. You have passed my test. There's nobody else I could send to fight you. Except for myself, of course. But let's keep this fair. And another thing. Here's your hard-earned gold.
Wait, did he say 3 fighters? I thought I only fought 2. Oh well.
Hey man, you're not from around here, are you?
And you? Where are you from?
Lago. I've come here to train.
What are you doing?
Preparing for the fight. Mentally, that is. When body and spirit are in unison, I cannot be defeated.
I see.
But I can't really concentrate on my training.
Maybe it's the smoking.
Yes, sure, exactly. It's that awful crap I'm smoking here. No idea what they're stuffing into their pipes around here, but it tastes of cactus somehow.
Put me to the test.
You want me to put you to the test? Go to Lago then and get me a package of premium swamp weed.
Alright. Now we can go to this blacksmith.
You come from Nordmar?
I forge magic ore weapons.
Magic ore weapons? Don't you need a big furnace for that?
Yes, to smelt the ore. I can forge a finished blank on any anvil in the world.
And?
And if you can rustle up some ore blanks, bring them to me. And if you think you've got what it takes, I'll show you how to forge your own blade.
Here are some ore blanks.
Wow, you came up with 10 blanks? Stranger, you are good. I'll get to work.
Alright. Now let's go over to Musan.
Do you have a test for me?
The man Zuben is looking for has to be a well-traveled, tough bastard.
That's me.
He knows how to hunt and never shies from a fight.
That's me too.
It's no problem for him to bring me 5 lion skins. But not the regular ones, skins from those rotten beasts. Because they are the worst lions there are.
A tough bastard must know a thing or two about hunting.
And if he doesn't, he'd go find someone to teach him.
And where would a tough bastard look for the rotten beasts?
Those creatures roam throughout the desert and join other prides. There is an entire pride of them somewhere in the west. Oh, by the way, I also gave Zarkos this test.
All right. Let's see.
I am Montesir, a servant of Beliar, and steward of Ishtar. One of our men stayed behind in the desert. You can flop down in his hut. First one at the top of the stairs. One with the skulls over the entrance.
I took the raw ore to Sven.
Wonderful. Soon we will equip our fighters with magic ore weapons. With these weapons, they will defeat all our enemies. Here, this is for you.
Show me your goods.
Right. Now over here, we're gonna see a particular person. Nerosul. Now this guy, if you remember way back a lot of episodes ago, we found that there was a smuggling operation going on with I think it was like the raw ore blanks or something. He is the mastermind behind it. We killed a guy and his group of thugs beside the oasis. I think when we were doing, what's it, Ben-Arai? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, it was a while ago. This guy's the mastermind behind it. You actually have to get all the way to Ishtar to finish this quest, and we're gonna do it right now.
What do you want from Nerusul, the great black mage of Ishtar? Am I supposed to pat you on the back because you managed to enter the city?
I thought Zuben was the greatest mage here.
Exactly. And he is, too.
You ordered the theft of the magic ore.
Those idiots betrayed me. They were supposed to bring the raw ore to me. Instead, those morons sold them for a few measly pieces of gold.
Well, raw ore is worth quite a bit.
A few measly pieces of gold. They will be worth 10 times as much once they're made into magic ore weapons. No one could stop a handful of hashishin equipped with those weapons. No one. Not even Zuben. And I would be the new ruler of all the hashishin.
Hey, come back to Earth. You don't have the raw ore. Not a single piece.
Damn. All right. Look, let's forget this trivial matter. I'll pay you 2,000 gold coins, and we'll never, ever mention this again. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
I have a lot of money, so I really don't care for it.
You will pay for your deeds. With your blood.
You dare to reject my offer?
Yes. You are completely mad.
Beliar himself chose me as his servant.
And I'm going to send you straight to him.
You're about to die! Ah!
Yeah, you can kill Nerosul. There's no repercussions for killing him.
Here it says something about alchemy.
Perfect, we got some alchemy knowledge. Now in this house is one of your competitors.
I will take part in your test.
What? You want to be the one to take on Zuben's mission? I've been honing my skills for years. How long have you been here? A few days? Punk, you haven't got a chance.
We shall see.
Exactly. We shall see.
Okay. So now that's done. Now we have to talk to one more guy.
Hey, didn't you forget something?
What?
You are taking part in the trial, right? Don't think I'm not going to try you, just because I'm not standing inside the city.
So what will it be?
Your competitor, Zarkos, has been out there for quite a while, lion hunting or something like that. He took an ancient bowl from me.
Took it?
Fighting in the arena, but he only won because of a trick. So bring me back that bowl, and get rid of Zarkos while you are at it.
Where can I find Zarkos?
He set up camp a little further north. Once you get to the wells, just go straight ahead. But do not follow the path. Keep to the mountainside instead. Watch out for lions, though.
Have you got anything else?
You ought to be careful. There are some really evil fellows lurking out there. I think they're looking for you.
Where do they come from?
Well, it looks like you made a few enemies in town.
Okay. Looking at our quest log for Ishtar, there's not a ton of quests. I believe other cities like Bakaresh and everything had more quests to do. I don't think I've talked to everybody yet.
Uninteresting.
So you got into a fight with Nerusul?
He was completely out of his mind.
I heard that he was also behind the theft of the raw ore.
How do you know that?
I know a lot of things. Well, we don't like it much here when high-ranking mages go mad. Here's a little something from a satisfied alchemist. Welcome to Ishtar, son of the North. I am Delazar, alchemist and mage. How can I help you?
I want to learn from you.
Of course. My knowledge is available to anyone who made it all the way to Ishtar.
Teach me some.
All right.
Teach.
Okay. I don't think we got all the quests. Trying to think who I missed.
You must have things of your own to take care of. Leave me alone.
It's not good. Alright, had to reload there. That was a little bit bugged. So, let's look. I do know that Marcus is somebody I did not talk to before.
Are you going to put me to the test too?
You know, I'm not terribly fond of these tests. They're sending good men out at random, just so they can prove their courage or their strength.
Does that mean you're not going to test me?
You know, if you insist on proving yourself, you might as well do something that's actually useful. Go see Kaffa. He's guarding the wells outside the city. He's always got things to do. Go see whether you can help him.
Alright. Now there's two more people I believe you need to talk to, or you can talk to. One of them actually is one of the slaves, Kamak. I believe that's his name. Around here somewhere. Not this guy. This guy either. Maybe he's carrying bricks then. Here we go. Oh, it's Carmock. Never mind.
And how do things look?
It's better if we don't talk too much.
Feel like starting a little revolt?
Aren't you the funny one?
No, I'm dead serious.
Really? Listen, we're not going to start a revolt. That is absolutely impossible.
Why would an uprising be impossible? What do you need?
Well, first of all, we would need something like a hero. Somebody who stands a fighting chance against Zuben.
I see. What else?
Then, we need 3 bundles of weapons. We can't be expected to fight with broomsticks.
And?
And we need plenty of healing potions. Let's say 20.
Good. That doesn't sound all that impossible. I can take on Zuben.
You? Perhaps you could get into the palace, but first you must pass the great test so we know we can trust you.
Okay, so if you want, you can help these help the slaves start a revolt. We actually probably will do that later on because one of the quests that Enos himself gives you is you need to actually kill Zuben. So we'll come back to that at a later date. Now, the last guy we need to talk to is none other than Zuben himself.
I want you to give me the test.
Of course you do. Good. Then listen. Travel to Bakaresh. The mages there owe me their tribute. You will fetch it for me.
Okay, so that's the final guy we need to talk to. And these are all the quests we need to do. So, let's see which one we can do. Let's see. You know what? Let's go after Zarkos just because there's a bunch of quests we can do up there. We need to actually confront Zarkos, we need to kill Zarkos, and we need to bring the Ancient Bowl, and while we're up there we can also get the skins as well. So, in order to get to Zarkos, you pretty much will have to go and head... Actually, you know what? Before we take on Zarkos, let's actually go and do the farm quest for Kaffa, because that's just so close. We can get out of the way very easily. So in order to get to the farm, it's right here. We passed it on the way up the hill to Ishtar. Now Kaffa is going to be at the 2nd level up there. We can also talk to these guys. They'll also tell you that.
Welcome to the wells of Ishtar. I am Giacomo. If you want to buy water, I am your man.
I'm looking for Kaffa.
He's up there, by the other wells.
Maka sent me. I'm supposed to help you.
Makus? He's been up there for quite a while. Wait, what was that?
Jackals. Come on, let's kill them.
Alright, a jackal invasion. Let's do this. That's some major juggling. I'm getting juggled in the air.
This horrid beast! Those filthy beasts. Sometimes they even attack more than once. Damn it! They went to the other wells.
Oh, here we go.
The beasts just don't learn.
Just what I need right now.
There's another one of those damn beasts.
Oh, wrong guy. Level up.
You're no great loss.
Perfect. So, with that, we have 166 learning points. We have a lot. That's perfect. We're going to need a lot because we need to get our ancient knowledge up. We also going to need about 50 hunting points in order to master two-handed combat. So we're going to need it. Now, let's see. Where's Kaffa? There he is.
Ha! Those mangy beasts thought they could fool us. Well, we certainly taught them a lesson. So, where were we?
Maka sent me.
Right. Then kill the leaders of these filthy jackal packs.
Where are the jackals hanging out?
They're coming down the hill. There's a cave up there.
Alright, so the 3 jackal packs that we need to kill, one of them is in a cave, just like Kaffa said. That's the easy one. The other 2 are kind of running around up above this hill, so they might not be as easy to find. You just have to keep running around until you find them. There's also a fire golem up here, if I remember correctly. Yep, there he is, just up there with that hazing fire. So he's going to be a 400 experience kill. There we go. And sometimes it's hard to loot these guys, but you always get a heart of whatever golem you killed. Now you can tell. Now there's one pack, but there are multiple packs running up here. Not all of them have a pack leader. What distinguishes a pack leader is if the jackal looks like a wolf from the mainland, they'll be white. If you don't see them, that it's not a jackal pack with a leader. I don't think this is a... Yep, this doesn't have a leader. But let's kill him anyway for some experience. There we go. Loot all this. Alright, here's another pack. Ooh, that one does have a pack leader. That's perfect. Let's just take a quick potion. Just keep an eye on them. They're heading back. I don't want to lose them. Let's follow. Okay, 2 of them. I guess the other ones kept going up. Let us follow. Alright, there's a pack leader right there. Okay, yeah, it sucks fighting with no stamina, but we did it. We killed the first of the Jackal Pack leaders. There's 2 left. Now let's see if we can find the second roaming pack. He's probably up there. I doubt both of them would be down there. It just doesn't seem logical. Oh, there we go. That's the second one. And the third one's in that cave, actually, just behind that tree. All done. Perfect. Now Now this cave is where the last one is. This should be easy. Ooh, and there's a heavy chest in here too. And we get the blueprint of the rune sword. Not bad. Yeah, I don't think there's anything down here. Anyway, though, that's pretty much it for this cave. We have eliminated all 3 of the pack leaders. Let's head back to Kaffa.
I killed the Jackal Pack leaders.
Great. Then those lousy beasts will probably leave us alone for a while. I don't think the Jackals will dare show up here again. You can tell Makus that you helped me. You must have things of your own to take care of.
Alright, so that is all done. That questline is finished. Now, I think this would be a good time in order to go and deal with Zarkos. So Zarkos, pretty much heading back to the path. We're going to want to head north. So if we head north, which is pretty much this way, and we stick relatively close to the cliffside, we will be able to find Zarkos. Alright, here we are. Now this is Zarkos and his gang.
I am Zarkos, the Lion Hunter. This is a very dangerous area here. What brings you here?
Teach me something.
I can do that. I know a lot about hunting. However, you will pay me for my knowledge.
I'm participating in Zuben's test.
Really? Then you're my competition. And thus a potential problem. And problems need to be eliminated. You're about to die!
Alright.
Nothing to be had.
Alright, so if you notice, we actually looted the bowl.
Nothing
from
to be
Zarkos.
had there.
I'm not going to murder him just yet
nothing more
because
to be
he still
had
has
there.
information that I want.
I shall win the next fight.
I'm looking for the rotten beasts.
I will kill you. But since you want to die, there's a cave a bit north of here. However, if you go there, a few bare bones are all that will be left of you.
Next time, I'll make you...
Put down your... Would you stop?
Alright, now is Zarkos dead? Let's kill the rest. Perfect. Now let's go deal with the rotten beasts. In order to get there, they're actually not as straightforward. They're not super easy to find. In order to find them, you actually need to head behind this cliff. This cliff is... There's an opening down there. First, let's kill this lion pack. Perfect. Now we're gonna have to stick to this cliffside. Alright. And here in this cave, this is where the lion should be hiding. Oh, did I get the wrong one? Well, I'm actually surprised. I guess my memory has failed me. Yeah, this is clearly not the right one. Maybe that's the one over there. What's in here? Oh, shit. Some ogres. I hate fighting these guys. They always kick my ass. Alright, you gonna stand there? No problem. They actually just stand there. That's perfect. I'll just shoot him. Makes my life much easier. Good. Now with him down, I can maybe stun lock the other guy. Ow. Good. Stun lock there. Anything interesting here? The Hashishin bow, some poison, but really nothing else. Oh, wait. Dead body here. Yeah, nothing really. Well, that's a disappointment. Still no lions. Alright, so we gotta go back. Yeah, this definitely wasn't the right way. This was, let's slide down here. Alright, he said just a bit north of here, so I'm gonna guess it's gonna be at that cliffside over there. Let's go. I can't remember the reason why I thought they were over there. Mine crawlers. Is this the wrong cave again? Guessing it is. Yeah, this is a mine crawler cave. Oh my god. Alright. So this was another clear mistake. It's not that way. That's for a different quest. I know it. I'm trying to think, where would the other one be? Alright. Let me just look around for a bit. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just did a bit of searching, and the game's directions are actually completely wrong. So, if we look at our quest log and we look at the Rotten Beast, we scroll down, we look at what Zarkos said. He goes, let's see. There's a cave a bit north of here. So if looking on this map, you know, you would think a bit north, you know, is heading pretty much this way. So heading, you know, down there and going into the valley. You actually don't want to head north. You want to go and you want to head west. So heading west, there's going to be a break in the canyon. See, this is what I remember. It's just for some reason I thought it was further down just because of the directions of heading north. Yeah, that was completely my mistake. We head west, and we actually end up heading southwest, almost completely the opposite direction. And we start seeing some lions here. Let's get rid of them. Alright, so this up here is the cave. Those are the lines. Just looking at the map, this is pretty much where they're located. And these are, yep, the Rotten Beasts. These are the guys we're looking for. They're all male lions. Well, some of them are just normal lions, some of them are Rotten Beasts. Alright. There's a lot of lines in here. They actually have me quite low. Quick potion. Get back in the action. Perfect. Here we go. Loot all of them. Take another potion. And a few more. With a Rotten Beast. Oh, there's two. So these are the last two we need to kill. We can actually kill him really easily. He's pinned. There we go. Let's see. Get this torch. His body fell down there. What kind of chest is this? Ooh.
No.
Another heavy chest. Excellent. Is there still another lion? Yep. Oh, there's still a couple. Oh, there's actually way more than I thought. Oh my god. Oh my god, I keep getting... into the corner. Ooh. Almost dead here. Alright, way more lines left than I thought. But we may manage to make it through. So let's go. Go loot this one's body. And head back up. Let's loot that heavy chest.
Broken.
And what we get is the Rhino Killer crossbow. That I'm pretty sure is better than what we have right now. This is the Rhino Killer at 170. We're using a 160 Nordmarian crossbow. So this is definitely going to be our new crossbow. Perfect. Now let's leave this cave. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's see what do we have left. Actually, what I do want to do, considering that we are pretty close by, I want to go and help a certain water mage. Because we can do that quest. Pretty much we're going to want to head back to those tents we saw before. Okay, here we are. So, there's a lot of lurkers. Let's go and kill them.
Well done, miserable beast.
We can pretty much walk around the perimeter of this camp and we should find a lot. Perfect. I think there's a few more in here. Good. Got that done. Let's go talk to the water mage.
It's good that you are here. You came at just the right time.
You seem agitated.
I am just about to unravel the mystery of Haran Ho, and you can help me.
Tell me about Haran Ho.
Haran Ho was a great warrior of the Ancient Ones. His travels led him deep into the desert. There he learned the nomad's way of life and came to cherish it. Finally, he gave up his old life and joined the nomads.
And then?
His decision angered the rulers of the Ancient Ones. On their orders, the hunt for Haran Ho began. And now comes the good part. Haran Ho recognized the wisdom of the water mages and understood the power of Adanos. Thus he was able to hold off his pursuers again and again.
Does that mean he worked magic?
I assume so.
How does the story continue?
Ultimately, the warriors of the Ancient Ones succeeded in killing Haran Ho, but the nomads stole his corpse and took it to a tomb.
And do you know where the tomb is?
They took him to a stone tomb in the Green Valley.
A cave?
Yes. Have you noticed the dead trees?
You mean they are the remains of the Green Valley?
Exactly. There we will find his tomb and, with a bit of luck, his magic.
Let's look for the tomb together.
Good. I'm ready. But you go first.
I'll take you out of here.
Good.
Alright, so let's just look at any chests in here. Nothing really of obvious interest. Nothing in here either. Yep. Alright, so let's just keep heading down into the bottom of the valley. There's a lot of just dead trees around here. He's following us. I always hate NPC. Yep, there he is. Always hate the NPC escort quests. The good news is he isn't fragile, so he can take some hits.
Well, that takes care of that.
Perfect. One left.
Less. You shot there. So much for you, filthy beast. 1 beast less. Well, that takes care of that. Well, that takes care of that. You showed him. Well, that takes care of that. 1 beast less.
Alright, here we are. Now there's actually a gargoyle that's guarding one of the entrance. Good news is that this guy will draw the attention. I can just go and attack him. Oh,
Well,
and he froze
that takes
him.
care of that.
Perfect. Having a mage teammate is useful. Now, in this cave, there are a lot of mine crawlers that we're gonna need to kill.
Each 1 filthy beast less.
Here we are. Let's actually kill these guys. Ooh, there's even a soldier.
One filthy beast less. Ha! A cave.
Let's take a look.
Are you sure? I thought I heard something.
Of course you heard something. Caves like this are always full of monsters, undead, or the like.
You don't say. Really?
This isn't the first cave I've entered.
Then go take a look. I'll cover the rear. Just tell me when you're ready.
The tomb is safe.
Then we can look around in peace.
Alright. We can come over here now. There are 3 tablets that we can read.
Rhobar hid in a cave, but the beast tracked him down, and Rhobar felt behind him, and there he found a sword. He took it and killed the beast with 1 stroke. But the sword was surrounded by fire, and Enos was with it. And Enos said to Rhobar, "Descend from the mountains and defeat my enemies." Uninteresting. And? Have you learned the magic?
I'm beginning to understand the context. It will be enough to teach you the necessary components. I will teach you the ancient spell.
Okay, so ice explosion. And just normal ancient knowledge. Alright, so that quest is complete. Let's see what we have next. So, let's see. Training materials. This is where we have to go to Lago. This should be an easy one. Let's go to Lago and get a package of swamp weed.
Show.
Alright, so we have the package. What do we have next? Let's see. The bowl, we have that done. Tribute of the temple. Let's go to Bakaresh then. Actually, do we have a teleporter stone that goes right to the temple of Bakaresh? King Rhobar II. Because I know we have Temple of Beliar in Bakaresh. Yeah, this one. Perfect. Now it's Sigmar we talked to. Here we go.
I have come to collect Zuben's tribute.
You dare to demand my tribute?
Yes.
Very well. Then visit my cave. There you will find the chest. In that chest, you will find the gold. Here's the key.
And if the chest is empty?
Then I will have to assume that you wish to cheat me.
Where is this cave?
Behind the temple, in the rock face.
Okay. So I'm guessing he means this temple. I wonder if there's an easier way down. I'll probably die if I jump off, so let's go down the safe way, or as safe as I can do. Let's actually drink a potion for good measure. Because I'm a little lazy. I think this right here is a fall I can survive. Let's see what we got here. And oh, good. Minimal damage here. So let's head behind this temple. The cave here, and there's a chest. And this is Sigmar's chest. Perfect. There's a teleporter stone to Bakaresh. There's a telekinesis spell. And there's also a bunch of gold. So perfect, we have completed that quest. Now let's look at what we have left. Tribute, Test of the Hashishin. This is pretty much everybody testing me. Skins of Rotten Beasts. And Master of Combat. So in order to do Master of Combat, we need to learn some hunting. Now, let's just, you know what? Let's go back to Benara or Braga and let's go meet our old buddy Diego. He's probably one of the best hunters that we've met. We need 47 points, I believe.
Teach me something.
Let's go. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, and 47. Leaves us with 119 learning points. So, let's go back to Ishtar. Let's actually put Ishtar. Where was Ishtar? We have Zuben's palace, but I'm blind. Where is it? It should be the double swords, shouldn't it? Oh, I'm so blind. Here we go.
Would you teach me how to fight? Teach me to be a master of two-handed battle.
Mastery is not only an art, it is an obligation. I see that you are ready to take this obligation upon yourself. With mastery, your attacks will become even more dangerous, even harder. And do not forget, it is practice that makes the master. So perform your exercises.
Perfect. Now, with all of that completed... Okay, perfect. Now with all this completed, now we pretty much have to go through the task of handing everything in. So let's do that. Let's go talk to... Emmett should be right over here.
Your requested goods from Scenic Lago.
Hey, will you look at that? A whole package of the finest training materials. I can feel my spirit opening up as we speak. And once you open your spirit as well, I can show you how to control your body.
Alright, so acrobatics, he can teach you that.
Here are your skins.
You are one tough bastard. I think Zuben could use you.
Okay. So we've done that. Let's actually go. We have to talk to the guard at the front.
Here's your bowl.
Very good. Did you take out Zarkos?
So much for Zarkos.
You are going to make your mark in the world, Father of Trials.
Perfect. Now we actually... I need to talk to Marcus. Where's Marcus? Maybe, I think he's down here sometimes. What the? He's dead? Very interesting. Huh. Well, I guess we can't really tell him. That's a shame. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. So with that, tribute, test, potions, master of combat. All right, let's go tell Zuben. Let's give him his tribute.
There is nothing to...
Wait a second. Oh. I think oh my god, all of them. Well, that was a mistake. Let's go back to Bakaresh real quick. There's 3 mages. We already got Sigmors, now we just need Tisgar, and we need a Mool.
And his dominion?
I have come to fetch your tribute.
Oh, right. The tribute. Wait. I've got the gold right here.
Perfect.
We are the chosen people. Wealth for us. Dominion for Beliar. And his dominion will come.
Because we're lazy?
And then the...
Go in here. Here we go, the Grand Temple of Beliar.
I'm here to fetch Zuben's tribute.
Zuben sent you? You have come far, son of the North. Here is my tribute payment.
Perfect. Now, that should suffice. Now, this is what the teleporter stone for the palace is useful for. You're right here. Perfect.
I bring you the tribute from Bakaresh.
Good. You were able to withstand the temptation of gold. Or maybe the stakes just weren't high enough. Well, be that as it may. For now, you have passed my test.
Perfect. We have an 85 reputation in Ishtar, and we pretty much only have the Master of Combat. So let's just go talk to Ugrasal. And then we pretty much should be done here.
Can I get your approval?
All right, you know everything about fighting with 2 weapons. You have passed my test.
Perfect.
How am I doing with the tests?
Yes. If anyone is the man for Zuben, you are. Go to him. I say the test is over.
now we have 90 reputation.
Ugrasal sent me. I have completed your test.
Good. Then you are now my new man. Congratulations.
What mission do you have for me?
The sand hides ancient and powerful mysteries. Some are of use to us, others should remain hidden forever. The orcs are digging in the ruins of the Ancient Ones. They're looking for something they do not understand. Only Zardos understands it. Tell me, what are they seeking? What dark secret does Zardos believe he knows? What ancient power does he hope to find? Seek out Zardos and find out what he has the orcs digging for. There is...
Alright, so that's the final quest that Zuben has to give us. And pretty much, yeah, from there, the only thing that's left is the revolt. So, I think it's safe to say, with that, Ishtar is completed, and with that, the desert itself is completed. I will be doing, of course, one more episode, as you know, just like I did for the mainland. I will do a wrapping up of everything where I pretty much look for anything that I did not complete or I forgot to, because it's very possible it's been many months since I did some of the earlier episodes of the desert, so I might have forgotten a thing or two. I'm going to go through all the chest locations for the heavy chests, old chests, and solid metal chests that I did not get to do in the playthrough. So there's a couple that we missed, and then from there we wrap up any loose ends, and we're actually going to move to the north after that. So I'm actually very excited. We're getting far. Again, like I said, I'm trying to complete this game by the end of the year. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. This was the city of Ishtar, and I will see everyone in the next episode. Have a good day. Take care, everyone.